This is Vigalita Betty, aka Catwoman from Tech Valor, and it's Monday, so I'm live. Woohoo! The title of this video is three Adobe Premiere Pro features that keep me coming back. I think I wrote it wrong. I think my grammar is incorrect on there, but I think you guys understand what I mean. Um, I did want to make some announcements before we get started, and I'll say hi to everyone first. Hey, Bonnie Scoop. Hey. Hey, J Will. Hey. Hi, Barry. Um, hey, VG Tech Life. So first, I just wanted to make a few announcements. Um, so I was on a podcast episode with Key Chats, and that is live on Anchor right now. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description of this video, and then I'll also put a link in the chat as well. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that Jay Will is going to be going live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and he's going to have a whole bunch of different YouTubers, and they're going to be rotating. I'm going to be on there. My time slot is going to be 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, so it'll be 10 p.m. Eastern, and I'll put a link in the description as well as in the live chat. Also, for those of you who are members of my channel, next Monday is going to be a members only live stream where I'm going to be editing a video live. You guys chose that you guys wanted me to do a product review. So I'm going to be editing a product live, and you guys can ask me questions and all that good stuff. So for those who are only subscribe but not members, basically you'll get a break because you're not going to be able to see the live. Only members are going to be able to see it. And if you want to join in, there is a link in the description, or you can go to my channel. You could become a member of my YouTube channel. You could join in. So if you're curious about my process, you could join me then. So those are all of the announcements that I have. And so let's go ahead and get started. So there's three things that Adobe Premiere Pro does that I love. And the first one I'm going to talk about is brand colors. So you can actually save your brand colors to Adobe Premiere Pro. So whenever you're working with any type of graphics or assets, you don't have to, you know, what I used to do is open up a notepad and then have the color code there, and then I would just copy the code and put it in there. With Adobe Premiere Pro, it saves your brand colors so they're more easily accessible, and I'll show you all how that is done. So I'm going to share my screen. So this is a video that I was working on previously. This one was on how to use two cameras with one PC using StreamYard. So right here, you'll see this is basically the video that I did. This is just something that I was just messing around with. But yeah, this is basically like the finished product, right? I don't really have a lot of different types of graphics on here that I work with for this video, but that is okay. I'm just going to create basically like a blank canvas, but still leave everything open because some of the things on here are going to be relevant as well. So I'm going to go to File, New, and Sequence, and I'm just going to do a 1080p. This is one that I've saved myself. So I'm just going to open up a new sequence, and now I just have a blank timeline, right? And on the side panel, I have my essential sounds and my essential graphics. If for some reason you can't see the essential graphics, you'll click on the top where it says Windows, and then you'll see a bunch of different things, and you will see essential graphics, and you'll just check that and it'll show up. Um, so let's say I bring a graphic on here, right? So this one, I'll go ahead and just bring this graphic here. And it's gonna say, oh well, the dimensions are different. Did you wanna? I'm just gonna say, yeah, keep the same settings, right? So this is what this graphic looks like, right? And to edit this, I'm just going to click on this graphic and it's going to open up in the essential graphics. There's going to be a section that says browse and edit. You're going to be in the edit section, right? So I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. And then we have the global controls, which is basically just moves everything around. But I'm going to go over to the colors. So the color is right here is this color and then this color, right? So normally what I would do is I would click on this and it will open up, and then I will have to add, the color in here. So I have a notepad off to the side and I just copy and paste my hex code and then I hit okay, right? And then I'll like add the little color right here. And then same thing with this one. I'll change it here so it's just fully purple. And now this thing here is purple. But I would have to do this each and every time. And it's really, really annoying. So there is a way where you can save your colors onto Adobe Premiere Pro. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. Um, Let me just see how everybody is doing in the chat. Hey, Spectacular Gadgets. Hey. Hey, oh yeah, Beats. Hi, welcome. Hi, Shay. Welcome. Hey, the Hawks TV. Welcome. So the way that this would be done is over here in libraries. So in libraries, there's a section where you have like things that you've downloaded, assets, and things that you've gotten from Adobe, right? So in order to add a color palette, you're going to actually have to go to your browser. So I'm just going to open up a browser. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to share my browser and add it to the stream. I'm going to go to color.adobe.com, right? And in here, it can suggest a whole bunch of different types of color palettes, but you can create your own color palette as well. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug and play my colors here. So, I'm going to put my purple there, right? And I'm going to put my blue color here. And I'm going to put my green color here. And then wait, sorry. I messed up. I had to choose custom. So I was doing this. I forgot. Choose custom because if not, I was gonna try to like move things around. Okay. And I can't do I can't do control Z. Okay. So again, I'll just put the green color here. And then the blue color here. And then the purple color is my first one. Okay. So these are my brand colors. And then for this one, I'm going to put white. So it's just FFF. And this one is black. 000. Okay. So these are basically my brand colors, right? And right now it has the green one as the base color, as like the main color, but I want the purple one. So when I hover over it, there's going to be a little arrow. So I'm going to choose set this one as a base color. And then off to the right hand side, I'm going to save it to my downloads and I'm going to name it Tech Valor. and I am going to save it. All right, now it is saved. So you'll be able to find it by going to your libraries, and then right here where it says you uncollapse downloads, because this is where I saved it to. These are my color themes, right? So because this was saved to my libraries, this palette is also going to be saved to my Adobe Premiere Pro. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to share Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay, so here we are. And I'll go here to libraries and I'll choose download. And there you'll see my color theme. So if I decide that I want to change this, for example, I can click on the little eyedropper and then choose the color right there. So that makes things a whole lot easier for me when I'm working with different types of assets and I want to change colors. So I deleted all of my palettes, but I had a whole bunch of different palettes before. I just wanted you guys to see how it looked like with a blank canvas. But I have it, I have one for Tech Valor. I have one for Gadget Chats. I have one. I have a palette saved for um, I don't know why it's escaping me. Video Creator Expo. I have one for when I'm working with different types of clients and I know what their hex colors are. So I have their palette saved in. So when I do anything with Adobe Premiere Pro, I can access their colors. So that is how I do it. Um, I I wonder if you guys have any questions. So I'm going to go ahead and check the chat. Cool. Everybody is saying hi to each other. That's great. So yeah, that is one thing that I love about Adobe Premiere Pro is that I can save my colors and I can access them easily and I don't have to, go around and search so many different places. That's one of my favorite things. So, no one seems to have any questions. That's good. It seems like you guys are following along. And for those who are catching the replay, if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments section. Hey, Sharky, welcome. So, the next thing that I want to talk about is being able to create timestamps for YouTube easily. Okay. So, I'm going to open up this video here where which was completed. And you'll see that I have these little green things and little purple things. These are what's called markers. And you can actually turn these markers into timestamps so that when you create your YouTube video, you have the timestamps already there. So what I do is first I create a marker at the very beginning that is 00000. So at the very, very beginning, I create a marker, right? And I'll show you how to make a marker. So let's say I want to add a marker right here. I'll just put my little blue line marker, and then I'll just press the letter M. And when I press the letter M, it creates a green one automatically. You could double click in it and then name it whatever you want. Now, I've made the mistake of writing, marker in here, right? But that's not where you put it. You actually put it in the comment section and not in the name section. So you put it in the marker section, right? And then it'll basically create a timestamp. The reason why this one over here is purple is because when I want to remind myself that I need to put like an info card in this section because it's related to a video, I will put a marker there and I'll put it purple. You could really put it any other color. I just want to distinguish it. I'm not going to use it for timestamps, but it's just good for me to know. And what I actually end up doing is in the comment section, I put the YouTube, the YouTube link. So once I finish editing my video and I have all of my markers where I want them to be, I'm going to export it. So I just make sure that this is highlighted. Basically, I just click in a blank space here, and then I go to the top where it says File, Export, and then I choose Markers. So I choose markers and it's automatically going to want to put it in the folder where it was created. And the output file, it says draft 02 because that's just what the title of it says. But, I'll just put timestamp, right? And then the file text, just make sure that it's text. The file type is just text, not comma separated or web page. So it's just text, and then save it to the folder that you want. So hit OK. And then it says that it was successful, and I hit OK. You could open the folder, but I already have the folder open. So I am going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to stop sharing, share my screen. Gonna open up this folder so you guys can see it and bring it onto the live stream. Okay, so here's the folder, right? And this is the text file that I created called timestamps. And instead of opening this up with Notepad, I'm going to open it up with Microsoft Word. So you can't see it, but I just right click and then I choose open with Word. Okay. And it opened up Word. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I'm going to go to my window and I'm going to choose Word and bring it onto the screen. And you're going to see that it's going to ask you like, oh, what are these? How do you want to encode it? What do you want to do? Just these settings are fine for me. Other encoding and then Unicode, and I just hit OK. All right, and it's just asking me if I want to make it my default to choose no. All right, so here you will see that it has the asset name, the endpoint, and the description, and it has kind of like all of this these numbers here that we only really need these numbers because that's how we only really need these two numbers in the middle because these numbers in the front right here, these are the frames, and then this is the hour, and so my video is not longer than an hour. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it to vertical because right now it's in portrait mode. So I'm going to go to layout and I'm going to change the orientation to landscape, which just makes it easier for me to work with. And then I don't need this here at the top, so I'm just going to highlight it and delete it. And then I'm going to delete all of these timestamps. But if I just do this, then it's going to highlight everything. So what I need to do is hold down the Alt key and then highlight this, and then it'll highlight everything without highlighting all the other stuff on the side, and then I'll choose delete. Okay. Same thing can be done with the hours because I don't need the hours, so I'll just hold Alt. I could have done it all at once, right, and deleted it, but I just wanted it to show you what happens. That it just deletes the timestamps. It doesn't bring the whole thing over, so it's like there's this big gap, right? So I'm just gonna choose Control Z, and I'm gonna hold the Alt button, and I'm gonna cover that and the hours. I'm gonna choose delete. That's all I need. And then I'm gonna delete the frame numbers because I don't need the frames. So Alt delete the frames. Okay. So almost done. Now I could just like, you know, um, highlight the blank space and then hit space and do that all the way down, but that's just going to take too long. And I could hold alt and try to do it like that, but what it'll do, it'll just bring everything together, and I want a space after each number. So in order to do that, I am going to go over to file, sorry, not file, home, and I'm going to look for replace, right? Which is also control H. So I'm going to choose replace. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find these tabs. And I've noticed that in these spaces, it's 3 tabs. So it's 3 big tabs. And in order to find the tab, it is arrow up, T, arrow up, T, arrow up, T. Okay. So, and then I want to replace those 3 tabs with a space. So I just tap the space bar once, right? And so it's going to ask me, oh, do you want to find, replace all, or replace? What I want to do is replace all. So I'm going to choose replace all. See, it says we found 22 things that were replaced. All right. So, but we're not done yet, because what happens here is that, let me close it. There's also these spaces too. And it's so annoying to get to also like try to find these, right? So again, instead of Alt T, Alt T, Alt T, I'm just going to try and find 2 tabs, 2 tab spaces, and I'm going to replace it with, I'm going to remove the space that's in there with nothing. I want to replace it with nothing. So it's going to find 2 tabs and then replace it with nothing. So replace all. So, okay, so it says there was 0 things that had 2 consecutive tabs. All right. So now I'm going to do arrow up T and replace it with nothing. And I'm going to choose replace all. Said I found 10 replacements. Okay. So I will close out of this. And now you will see that when I highlight this, it's perfect for me to add to YouTube. So I could just go right here and just write the word timestamps. And then I could just copy and paste this onto YouTube, and it'll know exactly what is needed. Now, I did add some extra ones that I didn't need in there. For example, marker. That was just a test one, so I would delete that. And then this one, which is the reminder for me to add an info card for this video. So I'll just highlight it and then hit Control X and then just move it down here at the bottom, and then just make sure to copy and paste this onto YouTube. And then when I'm adding my info cards, I just know that I need to go to this section of the video. So that is an easier way to create timestamps on YouTube with markers on Adobe Premiere Pro. And you don't have to wonder, you don't have to like play the video all over again and try to find the timestamps. So it's like it's already there. So that saves me time, and I really, really, really enjoy that feature. I'm just going to check the chat to see if anybody has any questions. Hey, Tech Love Obama. All right, everybody's talking. All right, so Sharkfin says, what is the marker for again? Thumbnails? Sorry for my tardiness. That's a good question. So markers is just basically adding a comment to your video. That's all it is. It's basically like a timestamp, but for Adobe Premiere Pro. You can use it for many things. You can use it for just knowing that you need to, for example, you could put a note on there with a comment and just remind yourself, I need to find a picture of something and put something there, or I need to go back to the client and ask them about this section. I'm not sure what to do with it. Things like that. It's just basically kind of like a timestamp or just like a little reminder. That's what markers. They're very versatile. Hey, Swarthi, welcome. All right, cool. So everybody's just chilling and talking, having a good time. Nobody has any questions. So I'm assuming you guys understand it. Oh, so Sharky said, so what makes timestamp process in Premiere Pro better than Adobe Rush or Power Director? Okay. In Adobe Rush, there are no markers. You can't I I haven't seen it where you can create a marker. I don't know about Power Director. So I don't know if you can. I haven't, yeah, with Adobe Rush, you can't add a marker that you can say, okay, I need to go back to this or things like that. So I found that that feature. I don't think it's only an Adobe Premiere Pro feature, but I know that Rush, you can't do it with Rush, and I haven't tried Power Director, so you can tell me if Power Director has something like that. But I like the fact that I can create reminders and then export it out and then use it for my video. So it just makes the process of timestamping a video on YouTube faster versus, just uploading the video and then watching the video again and then adding, the timestamps to the description. Yep. I hope that I answered your question. I don't know if Filmora has that feature. I think it would because of just how costly it is. And Final Cut Pro, but I don't know any other programs that does that. But I haven't tried it. Okay, so moving right along, the third thing that I love about Adobe Premiere Pro and makes me just want to keep going back to it is being able to make my voice sound better than what it is. Because I've noticed that I've noticed that even though I have really good mics, it does pick up that kind of like digital noise in the background, and it gets rid of it. Now, it's not a setting that is by default. You kind of have to tweak it, but it does most of the work for you. So I'm gonna show you all some examples. Okay. Yeah, Adobe Premiere Pro is it's not easy at first, but once you get used to it and you just keep using it, then you'll start to unlock some more advanced features and you're like, wow, this is really cool. I don't know how I cannot live without this feature. Yeah. And so those are some of those features. I answered your question. Okay, great. Yay. Yay. Cool. So I'm going to share my screen again. I wish I could have multiple things sharing so I could just pop it up, but hey, it is what it is. So I'm going to open up Adobe Premiere Pro and I'm going to share it. All right. So here in this video, I am going to show you an example of how it sounds like without any type of basically audio processing, and then how what settings I use in order to make my voice sound better. So I am going to go to the ending here where I basically say goodbye to everyone. So I'm going to delete all of the processing that it has right now. I'm going to play it. I'm going to let you guys hear it. And then I'm going to remove the processing. So I'll hit play. This tutorial helped you out. If it did, please give it a like. If it didn't, leave a comment down below and I'll try to help you out. Also, please share this tutorial with anyone who might need it. All right, techies, I'll see you in the next tutorial. Catwoman out. All right, cool. So sorry, that was an audio bomb there. So I'm going to remove the audio processing that it has there. So I'm going to right click and let me right click and I'm going to go to attributes. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, remove attributes. Just gonna remove everything. Okay, and I'm gonna play it. You out. If it did, please give it a like. If it didn't, leave a comment down below and I'll try to help you out. Also, you can still kind of hear it processing a little bit. I'm just going to move this over here so that you all can see it better. So this is essential sound, right? Let me clear the audio type. Okay. It's no longer yellow, so there's no processing here. This tutorial helped you out. If it did, please give it a like. If it didn't, leave a comment down below and I'll try to help you out. Also, please share this tutorial with anyone who might. So you can see that the audio is right here. Though it's not like the lowest of the low, it's not perfect. Perfect is going to be up here where it's in the yellow. And so the best way to do that is to use the essential sound tab. And in order to find that, if you don't see it here off to the side next to the essential graphics, you'll just go to the top, click on window, and then choose essential sound. And then it'll pop up over here on the side. And so what I'm going to do is, with this section being highlighted, I am going to choose that it's a dialogue. I'm going to choose that as a dialogue. And the preset that I like to use is called Clean Up Noisy Dialogue. Okay. And for some reason, whenever I play something back, it sounds weird. I have to play it back like 3 times and then I'll hear like the correctness like of it. So I'll just play it. Please give it a like. If it didn't, leave a comment down below and I'll try to help you out. Also, please share this tutorial. So it sounds the same. Tutorial helped you out. If it did, please give it a like. If it didn't, it sounds the same. I hope this tutorial helped you out. If it did, please give it a like. If it didn't, leave a comment down below. All right, cool. So this is how it sounds like. I hope this tutorial helped. So again, I want it to be in the yellow. So what I will do is where it says loudness, I'm going to expand that by clicking on loudness. And I'm going to want to make sure that the auto match is -23. So -23. Where it says repair, I'm going to expand that. I'm going to uncheck this one here that says reduce rumble, because I noticed that when I use reduce rumble, it adds like a popping noise at the end or whenever audio splits. So I'm going to uncheck that one. And then I'm going to go to clarity and I'm going to check the clarity. And I'm going to check the box that says dynamic. And it's going to say 4. And then it's going to find, it's going to analyze. And it's done. So I'm going to play back. I hope this tutorial helped you out. If it did, please give it a like. If it didn't, okay, that's everything. I hope this tutorial helped you out. If it did, please give it a like. If it didn't, leave a comment down below and I'll try to help you out. Also, please share this tutorial with anyone. See how it's chilling right there in the yellow? Like it'll just go down, it'll just chill right there in the yellow. That's what I want. So those are the settings that I use. Now I save this as a preset. Um, there's a button here next to the trash can. Make sure you don't hit the trash can button because I've done that before, and then I had to reinstall Adobe Premiere Pro. So don't delete any of the like presets that comes with Adobe Premiere Pro. But you can click this little save as a preset, and then it'll save it. You can name it whatever you want, right? So I call it 00 best audio setting, and the reason why I did that is because 0 is it'll be at the top. So it's the first one that I choose. So those are my audio settings. Those are my favorite audio settings, and that's how I have it saved. If anybody wants that file, just let me know and I can send it to them. But that is my favorite audio setting. I want to also try it out on something that is not like using a really good mic. So I have a sequence opened up here on the side, which is a live stream of me doing my husband's hair. I'm retwisting his hair live. And we're in the living room, so it's a really wide open space. Okay. And what else? And we have a microphone in front of us, which is the shotgun mic. It's the Comica. And it sounds okay, but it it's not the best. So I'm going to just clear the audio type to get rid of any type of processing, and you can hear it in its naturalness.
It's your phone. My phone is playing us. What? Where's my phone?
So I don't know if you can tell, because he's closer to the mic, you can hear him more. So his audio goes halfway, and I'm far, so my audio doesn't get up that high, right? And I noticed that with these settings, it balances out the audio. So it sounds like we're both right next to each other in the mic. And I'm going to increase the volume of this just so that you can see um, that just increasing the audio is not going to fix it. As a matter of fact, it's just going to sound worse. So I'm going to go to the effects control panel. Okay. And put it to the loudest, which is 15. And then I'm going to play back.
It's your phone. My phone is playing us. What? Where's my phone?
See, it does. You hear like kind of like the little crackling in the back, like the little noise. So I'm going to hit Control Z, undo this. And now that it's gray, that means that there's no processing. There's no audio processing. So again, I'm going to make sure that the clip is highlighted, and I'm going to go over to the essential sounds, and I'm going to choose dialogue, and the preset is going to be my best audio settings. And I'm going to play this again. I'm probably going to have to play it again 3 times, because I noticed that when I do that, then it'll be like the best version of it. I don't know why. It's a bug with Adobe.
It's your phone. My phone is playing us.
Okay. So go back.
It's your phone. My phone is playing us. What?
So I don't know if you guys already saw that when I say what, it's already in the yellow. So even though I'm farther away, it says our audios are balanced. So yeah.
It's your phone. My phone is playing us. What? Where's my phone? Okay, watch this. Hello, hello, hello.
And so before, when we would say hello, 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 you would actually be able to hear that in the background. But whatever is really low, it brings it down, and whatever is high, it brings it balanced. So those are the settings that I use. And it doesn't sound like the best audio in the world, obviously, but it's better than what it was before. So it's loud. Well, it's loud enough so that you can understand it. You can understand what is being said. The other person's audio is also imbalanced. But what I also want to show you about these settings is that they carry over to the same clip. So if I was to cut this clip, so I'm just going to use the razor to and cut it, right? It's going to have the same settings. So it carries over. So I don't have to do that to each and every clip. So as long as you add those settings at the beginning of the video and then you cut it, then it'll just carry over to the next clip.
Where's my phone? Okay, watch this. Hello, hello, hello. Who has my? Who took my phone upstairs?
So yeah, those are my three favorite things about Adobe that I love and keeps me coming back. Number one, it's that I'm able to save brand colors on there so that I can easily access them when I'm making any changes to graphics or assets. Number two, being able to create timestamps for videos on YouTube easier. And number three, being able to polish up audio. And those are my favorite settings. So those are the three things that keeps me coming back to Adobe Premiere Pro. About 2 weeks ago, I tried going back to Camtasia, and I regretted it. I did. It kept locking up and not responding. And it's like I have 128 gigs of RAM. It should not be lagging. But yeah. Let me go ahead and see if you all have questions. Hey Izzy, welcome. So, how that your boy said, it's definitely not easy at first, but like she said, once you use it for a bit, you get used to it. Absolutely. Yes. And how that your boy uses Adobe Premiere Pro as well. So he understands. I hope that also the three things that I showed you will help you as well for your videos. Um, Simplistically Digital said, okay, I will have to add it to my growing list of learning how to code, program, edit, etc. Oh yeah, baby steps, baby steps. Yeah. All right. Oh, you okay? So Swarthy says that she needs to free up space on her Mac. Yeah, you're gonna need a lot of space. Adobe takes up a lot of space and a lot of RAM. So Sharky said, LaShawn, hey, that's what I've heard. All of these editing programs. It's just that the more expensive ones like Premiere Pro, Final Cut, DaVinci, etc., have more features. Yeah. hmm But I pay what, $60 a month for Adobe? Not just Adobe Premiere Pro, but everything, After Effects and all that stuff. I feel like it's worth it for all the things that you can do with it. I feel like it's worth it. Hey there, Stein. Welcome. I'm almost done with the stream here. So Sharky has a question. He said, this might be a newbie ignorant question, but how do you ensure that 100% that your voice is adequately louder than the background music? So you just listen to it, right? You just listen to it. The best way to do it is to have headphones so that you can tell. But actually, once you process the video, when you upload it to YouTube, don't make it go live, just listen to it, and then you'll be able to tell whether the background music was too high or too low. I tried using the essential sounds to basically make the music the best low volume, but I couldn't. I felt like I couldn't find a really good setting for that. So I just always do -25 for my music. That's what I've noticed that works best for me. But it depends too. Like, does the music that you're using have a lot of bass? It all really depends. There isn't like a set number. and all you have to do is just play around with it. That's what I've noticed. Hey, Joseph, thanks for bringing the hot water. Appreciate it. So the H9 said, "What's good, y'all? I just got used to Power Director for mobile, able to make videos faster. That's awesome." Yeah, because I've noticed that whenever you have a video editing software that adds layers, so you could put something on top of it or below it, or that you can use multiple layers, you're able to do more dynamic things than just cutting a clip and then adding something before or after it. So yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations on enjoying your Power Director. Joseph said, "I will not be put on timeout tonight." Oh, I turned off all the spam protection. That was just only a test the last time. Yeah. So the Ish9 says, "I listen to my videos with headphones and out of my device when I'm done. You get used to it after the upload, to the point you just know the settings." Very true. Very true. hmm Hey, Tech King Mike, welcome. So, yes, I have about 10 minutes. I'm going to be wrapping it up. I did say some announcements in the beginning. So, I'll go ahead and say those announcements again. So, I was on Key Chat's podcast. The audio version is available right now on Anchor. There's a link in the description, and then I'll also put a link in the live chat as well, so that you guys can bookmark it and listen to it. It's a lot of fun. It's, Emily Wilson and Kaylee. They have a podcast together, and I was one of their guests. It was really good, and we had a really good time. So definitely, definitely check it out. I'll put the link here. Also, Jay Will is going to be going live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He has basically a series where he has content creators come on and talk about, YouTube and successes and give advice. And this time around, he has a rotating panel. I'm going to be on there. My time slot is going to be 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll put a link to his channel is in the description of the video. I'll also put it here as well. I have so many things open. So yeah, definitely check that out. And an announcement to my members: next week's live stream on Monday is going to be members only. So for the public, they're just going to see that I'm not live, right? So it's just going to be only for the members. I'm going to be editing a video. You guys chose a product review. That was the one that won. So I'm going to do a product review, and you'll be able to ask me questions about my process, and we can all just have a chat. And if anybody wants to become a member and join, they can. There's still time. So it's going to be Monday, same time, 7 p.m. It's just not going to be to the public. It'll just only be for the members. Yeah. Oh, Techie Mike, thank you so much for being a member. Yay! And for those who are members and are not able to join at that time, the video will be available and archived for the members only. So yeah, hope the information is going to help you guys out a lot. We'll be able to get very, very detailed and nitty gritty and stuff like that. Yes, that's right. You're right on time. All right, cool. So I hope you all had a great time in this live stream. I hope that the information that I provided is able to give you a better understanding of kind of like the advanced features of Adobe Premiere Pro, but why they're so powerful, because it does save time in other areas of video making. Okay, Jay Will said that he is about to go set up. Awesome, great. Yeah. Head on over there. And I appreciate everyone coming down and checking it out. You guys have a great day and a great night. And I'll see you guys later on tonight over on Jay Will Stream. Bye.